What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at Black Lantern Superman from McFarlane Toys. As always, guys, starting off this video, we're having a look at the DC Multiverse McFarlane packaging, and it is that classic red, white, and black with the open face window, DC Multiverse down here at the bottom, and Black Lantern Superman, and it is, of course, a part of the Atrocious Build-A-Figure wave, so you have the legs right there. Flipping over here to the side, it says Black Lantern Superman from Blackest Night. Going over here to the back is, of course, the image of Atrocious spitting out the blood or fire, whatever it is that he spits out. And of course, you can see that this is number 4 with the legs highlighted and the other figures that come in this wave. Going over here to the other side, guys, we do see that it says DC Multiverse, Black Lantern Superman, McFarlane Toys down here at the bottom. And then nothing really going on at the top. And then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and rip Superman out of this packaging and see how he looks. Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew up, the radiation from Earth's yellow sun gave him enhanced senses and extraordinary powers. Once fully grown, he used his powers to protect his adoptive world as Superman. After his death in Infinite Crisis, the Superman of Earth 2 is revived by a Black Lantern ring and attacks the Superman of Earth 1 and Superboy Connor Kent in Smallville. So right here, guys, is Black Lantern Superman out of the packaging, looking absolutely amazing. I think McFarlane Toys really did knock it out of the park in terms of his zombification. I do think that he really does look undead. He looks freaking disgusting. I absolutely love it. I just love how intimidating that this face looks. Imagine this coming at you in the middle of the night. Pretty freaky. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and get Superman off of the rotating turntable and see the accessories that he came with. In terms of accessories, guys, what we have here is just the standard McFarlane base that he does come with DC just stamped right there on the front, and the foot peg over here on the side. Going over here to the trading card, I do like how scary this guy looks, and I do like that hint of red. Just kind of like that skin that's under the skin, that's like right on top of the muscle, just to show that he is just beyond decay. I think he looks absolutely disgusting. Flipping over here to the back, guys, is the read-up. If you want to go ahead and pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And then, of course, he does come with 2 legs for the Atrocious Build-A-Figure wave. And they are absolutely detailed down here for the shin guards. I do love that they actually included a design going up the leg and then down here on the rest of the boot as well. It is a little lackluster on the back. They just kind of left it bland. But the front of the figure is all you really need to see. So I'm okay with that decision. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories and check out that detail. When it comes to detail, guys, here is Black Lantern Superman front and center, looking absolutely disgusting. They really did do the full 9 yards on this figure. In terms of suit, the skin detail, the rips and rimples all throughout his body, and of course, those nasty yellow teeth. That is absolutely unnerving. This monster coming at you in the middle of the night. I think that is absolutely horrifying. But I really do love how they made this guy look. They really did give it their all, especially when it comes to that face. That face, I just can't get over it. That is absolutely disgusting. I will say, skipping down to the hands, they did not give him a Black Lantern ring. He's just bare knuckle right here. And there is no Black Lantern ring in sight, not even a sculpt that was painted over. They just made him kind of a zombie-like creature. So I am just a little disappointed on that front because as we could see here on the comic image, he clearly has a Black Lantern ring. How else is they going to get him to look like this? But with that said, let's go ahead and look further into the detail. Going down here to the chest emblem and the suit, I really do love how they do this design that you can feel the texture of the suit, and the emblem is protruding out of his chest. You can feel the logo, so I really am into that. Flipping over here to his cape, how it's all ripped up and tattered, I do love that look. I will say I would have gave it more of a tattered look down here. It's like they started to, you can tell right there by my finger, but then they just kind of went away from that idea. I would have loved to seen like some holes or some deep cuts into these little tatters, but I guess that would have done a little bit more work on their part than I guess what they prefer to do with this. Maybe just to give him a little more of a cape. But see, they did it right there. They should have just done it throughout the entire thing. I feel it would have made it look a heck of a lot better. Going back out here to the front, guys, I just love how you can see the ripples all throughout the suit as well. How you can tell it is not a pristine suit. He is a zombie-like creature. So it's just kind of all wrinkled up in certain areas, but it is also stuck to the muscles of his body. Going over here to the skin tone of his face and obviously his arms, I do love how you can tell that he is a decaying human body. I think that is absolutely nasty just looking at this guy. He just looks gross. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and zoom out and see how tall he is and some size comparison along with some articulation. As for how tall this figure stands, guys, this Black Lantern Superman does stand at about the 7¼ mark, so it's just slightly taller from the 7 inches, but not too much that will bother you when it comes to the 7-inch scale. As for his articulation, let's go ahead and get him off of this stand here and bring him closer into the camera. Starting off with his head articulation, guys. I don't know why he is blurry. Let's see if we can try to fix that. We are. As for his head articulation, his head does articulate up and he articulates down, rotates all the way around thanks to the ball joint, and he does have fairly good head tilt as well. Going over here to his arms go out about that far and they do rotate all the way around, and he of course does come with bicep swivel, although mine is a little bit stuck, so I'm gonna have to soak him in some hot water. Going over here to the elbows, guys, he does have the double hinged elbows, and his wrist articulation is on the wrist hinge and peg. Going over here to the ab crunch, guys, he crunches forward none at all, but he does crunch back quite a bit, seeing the full symbol for the Black Lantern Corps. And as for his waist, he does rotate all the way around, but like I said, he is very tight, so I would be very careful doing this. When it comes to his legs, guys, his legs do kick out about that far and they kick back about that far. And then his knees do have a double hinge as well. And going down to his ankles, they articulate down, they articulate up. He does have toe articulation and of course that beautiful ankle pivot. Now, as for the size comparison, guys, here we have Black Lantern Superman standing next to the New 52 Superman, and I just love seeing the difference in the suit and obviously the face complexion and the decrease in muscle mass. It really does bring out how long Superman has been decaying for. And of course, right here, guys, we do have the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern and the Deathstorm figure from the same wave, and they do scale together quite nicely, and I really do like the slight height differences that they did give these guys. Right here, guys, we have Black Lantern Superman sized up next to the NECA Toys Last Ronin Unarmored Edition. And then, of course, last but not least, here we have Superman next to Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. And yet again, it will not scale together. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. As for my review on Black Lantern Superman, I'm going to have to give him a solid 8 out of 10 due to the lack of accessories and not having a Black Lantern ring sculpted or even painted on his finger. I do feel like that is a key component when it comes to the Black Lantern uniform. With all that said though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Later.